In a quaint village nestled between the lush green hills of northern Vietnam, there lived a young Hmong woman named Mai. With her radiant smile and gentle demeanor, she was the pride of her parents, Tai and Hlee. Mai was known for her diligence. She would rise with the first light of dawn, her feet softly padding across the cool earth as she made her way to the river to fetch water. The rhythmic sound of the water splashing against the wooden bucket was a comforting melody that accompanied her daily chores. Her days were filled with tasks that seemed endless, tending to the garden, weaving intricate patterns into vibrant textiles, and caring for her younger siblings. Despite the weight of her responsibilities, Mai found joy in her work. She took pride in her home, ensuring it was always spotless, a reflection of her nurturing spirit. The villagers admired her not only for her beauty, but also for her unwavering dedication to her family. One fateful morning, as she walked to the river, she noticed something unusual. A strange, long tail slipped past her, shimmering in the sunlight like a ribbon of silver. It startled her momentarily, causing her heart to race, but she quickly dismissed it as a trick of the light, or perhaps a creature of the forest. Little did she know, this encounter would mark the beginning of a remarkable journey. That night, as the stars twinkled like diamonds in the sky, Mai drifted into a deep sleep. Her dreams transformed into vivid landscapes, where she found herself in a beautiful garden filled with flowers of every hue. In this enchanting realm, she met a handsome young man named Tong. With his warm smile and captivating eyes, he drew her in, and they spent hours talking, laughing, and sharing their dreams. Night after night, they met in this magical place, and a profound love blossomed between them, transcending the boundaries of reality. As their connection deepened, Mai learned that Tong was not just a figment of her imagination. He was a magical serpent who dwelled near the very well she visited each day. He had watched her from afar, enchanted by her kindness and beauty. In their dream world, he revealed his true form to her, a magnificent serpent with scales that glimmered like precious gems. Despite his otherworldly nature, Mai felt no fear. Instead, she was filled with an overwhelming sense of love and acceptance. One evening, under a canopy of stars, Tong proposed to Mai. "On the night of the full moon, I will come for you," he promised, his voice a soft whisper that echoed in her heart. "Together, we will explore a world beyond your imagination, a realm where love knows no bounds." Mai's heart swelled with joy at the thought of being with him forever, and she eagerly agreed, marking the date in her mind. As the days passed, anticipation filled the air. Mai continued her daily chores, but her thoughts were consumed by the promise of that magical night. She shared her dreams with her parents, who listened with a mix of concern and curiosity. Thai and Hlee were protective of their daughter, wary of the unknown. But they could see the light in her eyes and the happiness that enveloped her. Finally, the night of the full moon arrived. The moon hung low in the sky, casting a silvery glow over the village. As Mai stood by the well, her heart raced with excitement and trepidation. The air was thick with magic, and she could feel the energy pulsing around her. Suddenly, a white figure emerged from the shadows, and the voice was unmistakably Tong's. "Come, my love," he beckoned, extending his hand toward her. Overwhelmed with love and trust, Mai took his hand, feeling a warmth spread through her as she stepped into the darkness. In an instant, they were whisked away to a realm filled with vibrant colors and ethereal beauty. The landscape was unlike anything Mai had ever seen. Lush forests, sparkling rivers, and skies painted with hues of pink and gold. It was a paradise, a world where they could be together, free from the constraints of reality. Meanwhile, back in the village, the sun rose on a new day, but Mai was nowhere to be found. Tai and Hlee searched frantically, calling her name, their hearts heavy with fear. As the hours turned into days, their despair deepened. They sought the help of Kai, a revered Hmong shaman known for his wisdom and connection to the spirit world. Kai listened intently to their plight, sensing the disturbance in the spiritual realm. With a heavy heart, he performed a ritual to chase after Mai's spirit. He called upon the ancestors and the spirits of the land, seeking guidance and clarity. As he entered a trance, visions flooded his mind. Mai's laughter echoing in a magical garden, her love for Tong radiating like a beacon of light. He realized that she had not been taken. She had chosen to follow her heart into a world of magic. As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting long shadows across the village, Tai and Hlee's worry deepened. They had searched every nook and cranny of their home, calling out for Mai, their voices echoing against the hills. The villagers, noticing the commotion, gathered around the couple, their faces etched with concern. Whispers filled the air, each one more anxious than the last. "Where could she have gone?" one villager murmured, glancing toward the river where Mai often fetched water. "She never strays far from home." "She's always so responsible," another added, shaking her head. Something must have happened. Tai, his brow furrowed with worry, paced back and forth. "We must search the forest," he declared, his voice steady despite the turmoil in his heart. "She may have wandered off while gathering herbs or tending to the garden." Hlee, her eyes glistening with unshed tears, nodded in agreement. "Yes, we must find her. I can't bear the thought of her being alone." The villagers quickly organized a search party, their determination palpable. They split into groups, some heading toward the riverbanks, while others ventured into the thick, green forest that surrounded the village. The air was thick with tension as they called out for Mai, their voices mingling with the rustling leaves and the distant chirping of birds. As Tai and Hlee searched, they retraced Mai's steps, recalling the last time they had seen her. "She was so happy that morning," Hlee whispered, her heart aching. "She spoke of her dreams and her plans for the future. I thought she was simply daydreaming." "Dreams can lead us to unexpected places," Tai replied, his voice heavy with the weight of unspoken fears. "But we must not lose hope. She is strong and capable. She knows how to take care of herself." Days turned into nights, and the search continued. The villagers, fueled by their love for Mai, scoured the hills, calling her name until their voices grew hoarse. They left no stone unturned, searching the hidden paths and familiar spots where Mai often played as a child. Yet, as the sun dipped below the horizon each day, their hearts grew heavier with despair. In the village, the atmosphere shifted. The laughter that once echoed through the streets faded into silence. The vibrant colors of the textiles that adorned the market seemed dull in Mai's absence. The villagers gathered in the evenings, sharing stories of her kindness and laughter, but the joy was tinged with sorrow. One evening, as the villagers sat around a flickering fire, Kai, the shaman, arrived. His presence commanded attention, and the villagers fell silent, their eyes fixed on him with a mix of hope and desperation. "I have seen visions," he began, his voice steady yet filled with gravity. "Mai is not lost. She has followed her heart into a realm of magic." Gasps rippled through the crowd. "What do you mean?" Tai asked, stepping forward, his heart pounding. "Is she in danger?" "No," Kai replied, shaking his head. "She is safe, but she has chosen a path that is beyond our understanding. Her love for the serpent, Tong, has led her to a place where dreams and reality intertwine. She is happy there, but her spirit is tethered to this world, and she longs for her family." Hlee clutched her husband's arm, tears streaming down her cheeks. "But how can we bring her back?" she pleaded, her voice breaking. Kai closed his eyes, seeking guidance from the spirits. "We must perform a ritual to honor her choice and to send our love to her. We will call upon the ancestors to guide her back if that is her wish." The villagers rallied around Kai, their hearts united in a shared purpose. They gathered flowers, fruits, and offerings, creating a beautiful altar at the edge of the forest. As twilight descended, they lit candles and incense, their flickering flames illuminating the darkness. With reverence, Kai began the ritual, chanting ancient prayers that resonated with the earth and sky. The villagers joined in, their voices rising in harmony, a melody of love and longing that echoed through the night. As the wind picked up, carrying their prayers into the ether, they felt a connection to Mai, a thread woven between their hearts and hers. In the magical realm where Mai and Tong resided, the air shimmered with energy as Mai felt the warmth of her family's love envelop her. She stood in the vibrant garden, surrounded by colors that danced like fireflies, but her heart ached for her parents. "Tong," she said softly, her voice tinged with longing, "I miss my family. They must be worried." Tong, sensing her turmoil, wrapped his serpentine body around her, his scales glistening in the moonlight. "You are free to choose your path, Mai," he replied, his voice soothing like a gentle breeze. "But I understand your heart. The bond you share with your family is strong, and it is natural to feel their absence. If you wish to return to them, I will support your choice." Mai looked into Tong's captivating eyes, her heart torn between the enchanting world they shared and the love that awaited her back home. "I love you, Tong, but I also love my family. They have nurtured me, taught me, and filled my life with joy. I cannot ignore that part of me." With a heavy heart, she took a step back, feeling the weight of her decision. "I want to go back, even if just for a while. I need them to know I am safe and happy." Tong nodded, understanding the depth of her feelings. "Then let us find a way to bridge both worlds. You can visit your family, and I will be here waiting for you always." As he spoke, the garden around them shimmered with a soft light, and the air crackled with magic. "Close your eyes, Mai. Focus on the love you feel for your family, and I will guide you back to them." With a deep breath, Mai closed her eyes, envisioning her parents' faces, the warmth of their embrace, and the laughter that filled their home. She felt a pull, a gentle tugging at her heart, and suddenly the vibrant colors of the garden began to fade, replaced by a soft, silvery glow. Back in the village, the villagers continued their ritual, their voices echoing into the night. As they chanted, a sudden gust of wind swept through the clearing, swirling around them like a gentle caress. The flames of the candles flickered wildly, and in that moment, a shimmering figure appeared before them. Mai materialized in front of her parents, her eyes wide with emotion. "Mama!" she cried, rushing into their arms. Tai and Lee enveloped her in a tight embrace, their tears of joy mingling with the night air. "Oh, my sweet Mai, we were so worried!" Lee exclaimed, holding her daughter close, as if afraid to let go. "We thought we had lost you." "I'm here, Mama. I'm safe," Mai reassured her, her heart swelling with love. She turned to her father, who held her tightly, his strong arms a fortress against the fears that had plagued him. "What happened, my daughter?" Tai asked, his voice trembling with relief. "Where have you been?" Mai took a deep breath, her heart racing as she recounted her journey. She spoke of the magical garden, her dreams, and the love she had found with Tong. The villagers listened in awe, captivated by her story, their hearts swelling with a mix of wonder and empathy. As she finished, a hush fell over the crowd. "I love Tong," she said softly, "but I also love you. I needed to come back to show you that I am happy, that I am safe." Kai stepped forward, his wise eyes glimmering with understanding. "You have bridged two worlds, Mai. Your love has the power to connect the magic of your dreams with the love of your family. You can choose to visit Tong whenever you wish, but remember, your heart is a home that holds both worlds." The villagers nodded, their faces filled with admiration for Mai's courage. They realized that love, in all its forms, was a powerful force that could transcend boundaries. That night, as the moon hung high in the sky, casting its silver glow over the village, Mai felt a sense of peace wash over her. She knew that she could return to the magical realm whenever she desired, but for now, she was exactly where she belonged, surrounded by her family and the familiar warmth of home. As the villagers celebrated her return, laughter and joy filled the air once more. Mai felt a renewed sense of purpose, her heart brimming with love for both her family and the enchanting world she had discovered. She realized that life was a beautiful tapestry, woven from the threads of dreams, love, and the bonds that connected them all. And so, in the quaint village nestled between the lush green hills of northern Vietnam, Mai continued her journey, embracing the magic of both worlds. With each passing day, she wove her dreams into the fabric of her reality, ensuring that the love she shared with Tong and her family would forever intertwine, creating a legacy of hope and enchantment for generations to come.